Clonakilty has thrived under the guidance of a town architect. And when Billy retired, that mantle was passed to Italian native Giulia, who over 10 years has played an instrumental part in changing the town's fortunes. So Giulia, this is an absolutely wonderful space. It could be in Italy, could you not?
It could be actually, yeah, Duncan. You can have cappuccino and pizza in here. And it's a very successful space, and it was reclaimed from roads. What this was before 2 roads and full of car parking is now a public square.
I noticed one thing, by the way. I didn't see any traffic lights this morning.
Yes, I have to say, Clonakilty is one of the, I'd say it's the only town in Ireland which has no traffic lights.
How do you manage that?
Well, we have a bypass road to go to West Cork, obviously. And again, the traffic is managed into the narrow carriageway. So the driver must become responsible of the speed because the pedestrian comes first, rather than regulatory measures like signage, traffic light, road marking. This becomes purely on the human responsibility and the context that they can't physically go faster.
So when you were designing now for the town, Julie, what were your priorities?
The priority obviously is create almost a stage for the community, because the strength of those towns, especially in rural Ireland, are the community. And it's about cultivate that asset. So by giving a town square to this community, you can evolve by this. The biggest challenge in the end of the day is to attract people to live back in the town center. We have seen how shops benefited about footfall after this intervention, but the further target is indeed to have people living about the shops. How do we attract people to leave the landscape or the romantic landscape outside the town and come back to the town center? And this public realm, it's an asset we have. In effect, this is what we call vibrance and placemaking.
This is what wonderful what you're doing here in the town, and you've done already. But was it difficult to do this?
As every change, it's very difficult, Duncan. Nobody really likes changes. But when you propose a vision, and the vision comes from leadership or local authority, where there is a multidisciplinary job in terms of various departments, you build up a vision and then you work together with the people. It's a very important participatory process where the citizens are involved into the design process, where they know why this change is required.
Giulia took me to see the latest example of her collaboration with the County Council, a local flood relief scheme on the banks of the Argaideen River. If I remember the last time I was here, there was no footpath. There was 2 lines of cars rushing through here, and there was no trees certainly here.
This road was 2-way traffic, and there was a car parking here, there was no footpath here, so there was a good opportunity to reduce the traffic to 1 way and to address this large footpath for inclusive approach and trees. And we couldn't have done this unless the OPW, who did the relief work, worked with us together, and we designed together the effect, the delivery. In fact, the wall is also been designed to have planters, and the planters can add a little bit of green element and biodiversity into the river.
So why couldn't you, from the County Council point of view, have done it on your own?
We do have plans, obviously, for each street to deliver universal access and footpath. However, we don't have funding to do this type of project. So our policies are that at every opportunity where there is works, either be road or flood relief schemes, we can build in this extra added value.